Good morning, all. It is Tuesday, the 19th of December of 2023. 6 days to Christmas. Not a lot going on other than the ordinary, liberals and conservatives hate each other. So that doesn't change anything. Yeah, nothing really going on other than Eagles fans not really feeling it today, are you? Jesus Christ. I didn't watch the end of the game. It bored me because it's funny when it's not your team, even though you like football, you're just not as interested. You just don't care unless it's a Super Bowl. Because then you got pools, and then you got the commercials, and then, then you got the game. What really annoys me is the 9 hours of fucking pregame special for the Super Bowl. Good Lord. How much can you talk about already that wasn't talked about during the 2 weeks between the championship game and the Super Bowl? I mean, my God, man. What are we doing? So, there isn't a whole lot going on. With Christmas coming up, I mean, today I got a bunch of shit to do. I got to get my hair cut finally because this is a fucking mess. I take my wife to the doctor. Shit like that. But other than that, I mean, it's been relatively quiet around here. The city is doing its stupid shit like it always does. The city council is now proposing a 4-hour limit on detention. In other words, if you go into the hole at Rikers Island, it's not for like weeks. 4 hours. It's a 4-hour cool-off period. What are we doing? They're criminals. You treat them like criminals. Shut up, get in the hole, and shut up. And these people think that coddling these criminals is going to help them somehow. It may for certain ones, like they've never gotten any kind of attention before, other than being arrested and being broke and robbing and stealing. God forbid they kill somebody. But they're in prison for a reason most of the time. There are exceptions. But for the most part, these people are in prison for a reason. And if they can't behave, I guess is the word, or act like a normal human being in prison, as much as you can, I mean, it's prison after all, you get stuck in the hole for a little while. No, they wanted 4 hours. It's more humane. So let's see what happens when the city council, when these people start getting arrested, because they're all guilty of something. And they have to go into prison. And if they get in the fucking hole, how much they're going to like it. They have no fucking clue. These people are so clueless. And not only that, this city council, which is heavily Democratic, and think that pushing their agenda is actually helping this city. It's not. It's not. We're fucking crippled here because of you people. With this proposal, the mayor said, no, I am not signing this into law. There's no fucking way. And the city council came right back and said, well, we have enough votes to overturn your veto anyway, so this is just a formality. I mean, there's certain things that the city council has a little too much power over because of their supermajority. And you can't fight their policies because there's not enough people against them. There's not enough people to counteract the crap that they're pulling. They're closing off streets for bikes and pedestrians in the winter. In the fucking winter. Now, I understand closing off Fifth Avenue on a Sunday around Rockefeller Center and that so people can maneuver around and see the tree and go shopping. That I understand. I can see that on a Sunday during the holiday season. But after the holiday season's over, get that shit out and get the streets open. Fifth Avenue is a main bus line throughout Manhattan. Every single express bus goes through Fifth Avenue, it seems. At least 90% of them. So there's that. I can only imagine how people are fucking getting around. My friend went to his aunt's house on Sunday. Sunday? Yes, Sunday. Because he stopped by here on the way home. He goes to his aunt's house. She lives in Jackson Heights in a beautiful apartment. Because I've seen his mother passed away a few years ago. And we cleaned out her apartment. Beautiful, old, post-war apartment. Big. And, back then they weren't really paying much rent. It was rent controlled. Once you die and leave, it's not rent controlled anymore. So, a beautiful apartment. It was a one-bedroom apartment that you could fit easily 3 twin beds in, side by side, with a dresser. That's how big this place was. So I'll regress from that. But for him to go see his aunt, who lived across the hall from his mother, he needs to get on certain streets. They closed them off to traffic. People live there. How are they supposed to get their cars in and out? I mean, this city their brains are up their ass. Okay? I know you want to cut down carbon emissions and do all this crap that you think is saving the fucking planet when you're destroying it even more. Okay? Well, I've gotten into that, and for some reason, it's put down as misinformation on this fucking app. So I don't even fucking go through this climate change bullshit hoax that it is. But now he's got to find parking where there used to be parking. Now people left that part of that area to go find parking on the side streets, and it's impossible. It's impossible when the streets are open. Now you're going to close off certain streets where the cars can't park? The stupidity of this city is amazing. Northern Boulevard, a main vein through the northern part of Queens, is 1 lane in each direction now. Are you fucking stoned? I have always been convinced that the commissioner of the DOT never drove a car in his life, because he has no fucking clue how he is inconveniencing people who do drive and truck drivers who have to deliver in these areas. They have no clue. None. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but you got to stop with this climate change bullshit, because I'm done with it. It's all a money-making scheme. It played on the fears of people who think the earth is going to fucking drop off because we're polluting it. We're not polluting it. It's no worse than it's ever been. Stop yourself. Anyway, you all have a good day, and booyah.